Good morning, everyone. It's Carlos with Toy Gigante. This is the area where, on the his tank, where the canopy is going to go. I'm making sure that everything lines up nice and straight. So I'm still working on that. And more on that soon. What I want to talk about today is I want to show you what happens. Not with all resins, I'm sure, but with the ones I'm using when you don't pressurize your part. So this part, you'll just have to ignore the color because this is expired resin and it might have to do something, or it might change the color of the actual resin, so just ignore that because I'm going to spray paint it. What I want you to see is that this piece right here, this is part of the his tank seat, and this part was pressurized, so I put it in the pressure chamber, and as you can see, there's no bubbles. This piece was not pressurized, and look at all the bubbles. It's a big difference. And that's all I want you to see is the bubbles. Now there's some bolts right there, and they didn't even turn out. The bolts did not turn out at all, but this one, the bolts did turn out, and that's the detail of, let me go paint this, of the that you'll get if you pressurize, because there's just a lot of flaws with this one. This part right here, this is gonna be, to me, I'm gonna throw this away or cut it up. It's no good. This is more what I want, and I'm gonna just spray paint both the parts so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, if you're gonna be doing mold and cast for like your business, or like doing it a lot, then I recommend a pressure pot, of course, because like I said, this I can't use this, and when I make a pressurized piece, I don't want to worry about bubbles. I just want to put it in the pressure chamber and forget about it. And I'll show you my pressure chamber right now. This is my pressure chamber right here. I got this at Reynolds Advanced Materials. And let's see how large this is. Let me measure this. It's like 12 inches wide, 14 inches tall. And this pressure pot is designed especially for mold and cast. Once again, I got it at Reynolds Advanced Materials in Burbank. I paid about $800 for it, and it's quite an investment. And I also have the DeWalt air compressor right here, and that was about $150, I believe. So if you're gonna do this, you're looking at about $1,000, and I've been using it ever since. I have parts in there right now, and never had an issue. You just have to follow the instructions. Make sure you do not exceed 80 psi. But for me, I usually go to 40, like halfway. I don't need that much. And my parts always come out nice and clean. So let me spray paint the part that I just got. Here's another part, nice and clean. I'm gonna go spray paint the piece and show you the difference between pressurized and non-pressurized. So this is the pressurized piece. Okay. Every little detail is here. Let me get the original piece. The original piece, and my camera is not focusing today. The original piece, and then this is the pressurized piece. And as you can see, Don't worry about the bottom. That doesn't matter right now. You can see it got everything. So yeah, every little piece is here. Every little detail, I mean. Exact copy. Exact. Okay? This is the non-pressurized. The bolts didn't show up. There are tiny bubbles here. Tiny bubbles right here. But the detail of the bolts is what really shows. And right here, a big bubble. So it's up to you, everyone, if you want to have a piece that's closer, like an exact copy with bubble free, you know, you can have that. And I'm using, by the way, Smooth Cast 327. That's what I'm using for this. This is the type of resin. And I don't know if every type of resin needs to be pressurized. Probably not, but the ones that I do, they do need it. And I do recommend a pressure chamber, because no matter what, I use it every time anyway. So my investment, it's worth it to me because I'm using it all the time. Since I do this a lot and I use it every time, I think it's worth it. Definitely. So let me know your thoughts. If you know something that that I'm missing here, let me know. I'm still learning about all this stuff, but like I said, it's an investment, but I think it's worth it. And if you ever need to do like clear parts, especially, this is a seat cushion that wasn't pressurized, and look how bubbly that came out. You know, if you needed, I don't have a pressurized one of these yet, but it's not gonna have these bubbles, that's for sure. So it just depends, you know. Depends on what you want to do and how much you want to invest. It's entirely up to you. But if you constantly get pieces that have bubbles, I think it's time to get yourself a pressure chamber and invest like about $1,000, maybe a little less. Look into that. Look into Reynolds Advanced Materials.com or Smooth On. You'll find it there. I recommend those sites. Because if I'm making a his tank and I put this out, then I have to fix this area, and that's just too much. It's a waste of time when I can just have this ready the first time and I'm good to go. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Getting closer to attaching. We're going to attach the canopy very soon. I want to get that attached, and then I'm going to paint the canopy up, make sure everything is nice and clean, finish all the details on this piece so that I can start getting this, like a copy of this, mold and casted. So that's going to be an adventure, because I want to make it hollow so I can save on material, so I can make these things at a better price. I don't even know the price yet. I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just thinking about finishing up right now and getting everything, making everything affordable, because you know, this is a big piece and all that. Alright everyone, let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later. Have an excellent day. Bye.